Maybe we're not so different. Who are you under there? I'm Vengeance. The Batman debuted in March 2022, launching a new era for the Dark Knight. Now all eyes are on the Batman Part 2, especially with talk of the Joker's return and multiple spin-off projects in the works. Director Matt Reeves introduced Robert Pattinson's Batman in his second year as Gotham's vigilante. While originally planned as a standalone movie, its ending set up a much larger universe. Now, with the sequel confirmed and Reeves hard at work, there's plenty to discuss, from returning cast members to the release date and the possibility of Barry Keoghan's Joker taking center stage. So let's get into everything we know about the Batman Part D. For a while, the sequel was on track for an October 2026 release, with Reeves confirming that the script was nearly complete. However, on December 27, 2024, news broke that the film had been delayed again, this time to October 2027. While frustrating for eager fans, the extra time allows Reeves to refine the story and deliver the best possible film. The delay sparked a wave of reactions, and James Gunn even defended the decision on Threads. He pointed out that some of the most iconic films have had long gaps between sequels, emphasizing that no movie should enter production without a polished script. This suggests that Reeves may have been a bit too optimistic about how close the script was to complete. Despite the setback, the Batman Part 2 is still expected to begin filming in 2025. Following the massive success of The Batman, Warner Bros. Wasted no time in expanding the world Reeves built. Several spin-offs were announced, including a now-canceled Gotham City Police Department series, a potential Arkham Asylum show, and The Penguin, which officially premiered in September 2024. While the fate of other spin-offs remains uncertain, The Batman Part 2 is fully confirmed and moving forward. Warner Bros. Discovery has undergone major shifts, including the appointment of James Gunn and Peter Safran as heads of DC Studios, leading to uncertainty about many projects. However, Gunn confirmed that Reeves is locked in to write and direct 2 more Batman films, solidifying a full trilogy. This was welcome news for fans, especially as other DC properties like the Arrowverse have wrapped up. Though production hasn't officially started, Reeves appears to be in the final stages of script development, with filming expected to begin later in 2025. Given the frequent delays, it's not surprising that the Batman Part 2 has faced multiple schedule shifts. The first film encountered similar issues due to the global pandemic, which halted production before resuming in late 2020. Initially slated for a summer 2021 release, The Batman was pushed back several times before finally landing in March 2022. History seems to be repeating itself. Gunn's initial October 3 to the pre-25 release date for the sequel has now been pushed back to October 1, 2027, 5 years after the first film. Despite the long wait, Reeves has been refining the sequel, with key casting confirmed. Robert Pattinson returns as Bruce Wayne alongside Colin Farrell's Penguin, whose arc in the Penguin series will directly impact the film. His growing power could complicate his dynamic with Batman, while Kristen Miliotti's Sophia Falcone may also play a major role. Zoe Kravitz, Jeffrey Wright, and Andy Serkis are all expected to return, and Barry Keoghan's Joker may have a larger presence this time. Paul Dano's Riddler remains a wild card. With these elements in place, The Batman Part 2 is shaping up to be a compelling sequel worth the wait. As for the story, the Batman ended with the Riddler befriending the Joker in Arkham Asylum, teasing a potential alliance between the two villains. Joker's cryptic riddle might hint at the arrival of the Court of Owls, a secretive criminal organization made up of Gotham's wealthiest citizens. Meanwhile, Bruce Wayne acknowledges in a voiceover that Gotham will rebuild. But with the death of Carmine Falcone, the city's chaos and corruption will only escalate. Now that Colin Farrell's Oswald Cobblepot, better known as the Penguin, has secured power in Gotham, his role in the sequel could be even more significant. He serves as a perfect foil for Batman as the vigilante dives deeper into Gotham's criminal web. Reeves has confirmed that the Batman Part 2 will take place shortly after the Penguin spin-off series, meaning elements from the show will likely carry over into the film. Barry Keoghan's Joker is another major wild card. Though he only had a brief cameo in The Batman, a deleted 5-minute scene between him and Batman revealed a disturbing dynamic. That scene was ultimately cut to avoid overshadowing Paul Dano's Riddler, but Keoghan's chilling performance left fans eager to see more. Unlike previous iterations, this Joker has a heavily disfigured face, hinting at a unique backstory. With Reeves slowly unveiling more of this version of the character, it seems likely that Joker's full debut is being saved for The Batman Part 2 or even a future installment. Despite the confirmed sequel, a trailer won't be arriving anytime soon. Since filming hasn't started, the movie is still in the early stages of development with no finalized story details yet. However, Warner Bros. Has been known to drop teaser visuals on social media as seen with Joker Folie à Deux. A similar marketing approach for The Batman Part 2 is possible as production progresses. One of the biggest questions surrounding the sequel is whether the Joker will be the main villain. Since Batman visited him in Arkham to question him about the Riddlers, a strong chance his role will expand. However, given the character's prominence in past Batman adaptations, Reeves may hold off on making him the central antagonist, possibly saving him for a later film. A climactic battle between Batman and the Joker seems more like an in-game scenario than a sequel storyline. Another likely antagonist is the Court of Owls. The first film's focus on organized crime and corruption aligns perfectly with their secret of influence elite. With the city destabilized after the Riddler's attacks, the court could emerge as a dominant force manipulating events from the shadows. If Reeves takes this direction, Oswald Cobblepot may serve as an antagonist in some capacity, but the Court of Owls would likely be the primary threat. Warner Bros. Has also announced several spin-offs set within the Batman universe. Originally, an HBO Max series centered on Gotham's police department was planned, but creative differences put the project on hold. Reeves then pivoted to an Arkham Asylum series, which seemed like the perfect opportunity to explore the Joker in greater depth. However, in July 2024, reports surfaced that the Arkham Asylum project had also been shelved for now. There's still a possibility that a new Gotham Asylum project could be developed in the future, but for now, it appears to be off the table. A Catwoman spin-off remains unconfirmed, but Reeves has expressed interest in bringing Zoe Kravitz back for a solo series. Given her standout performance in The Batman's success, this could easily become a reality. Meanwhile, DC new main continuity will introduce a different Batman, the Brave and the Bold. This version will reintroduce Robin and will likely have a lighter tone compared to Reeves' darker, grittier take. Whether audiences will embrace two separate Batmen coexisting remains to be seen, but for now, The Batman Part 2 has full creative freedom to continue exploring Gotham's darkest corners. And that's all for today's video. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.